All right. Shalom.
Shalom.
These are the brothers from the Great Millstone Charlotte camp coming at you with another lesson. Before we get into our lesson, we want to start off giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Bakar, Kadash. That is the Paleo Hebrew names, who the word really called God and Jesus Christ, which in their real names in the Paleo Hebrew is Yahweh, and the son name Yahweh Shah. And second off, double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well in the doctrine and in the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. The salutation to all the Akim, the brothers, the fellow laborers in the ministry, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. So basically, man, we're going to just get into, another lesson. You already know, if you don't know by now, man, the Holy Bible or the scriptures are only for one nation, and that is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, man. And the confused faces whose bloodline go back to Negro, Latino, and Native American descent through the seed of their father, man. Well, according to the flesh, according to the Bible and the spirit, that you are Israelites, man. And this truth is only for the Israelites, starting off with the elect, the 144,000 and 1/3. But basically, man, we're going to get into the scriptures about how this whole thing over the past couple of weeks now, you had this big thing about how Esau, which are you so-called white people, you Edomites, the elites, in America government, the government as a whole from, Europe, America, especially America, now they got this agenda called black identity extremists, man, basically trying to label, Negroes as terrorists, saying that, protesting, or you speaking out against this government or any type of violence, pro-violence against, these so-called these police officers, man. Basically Esau got this agenda that he's planning to trying to stop the men of the Lord, man. Trying to stop this word, trying to stop the brothers from coming on the highways and byways, trying to stop the word from being pushing on the internet, man, because he look at it as a threat, which it is. Because all things, especially, the brothers that's in the faith that's doing the work of the Lord, man. We not extreme to the point that, we get carnal, like these other, militant, or what these so-called militant groups out here that's walking and protesting, these black militant groups that's walking and protesting with guns, talking about, our street, whose street, our street, because they ignorant, man. They don't understand that, first of all, the Lord blessed Esau with the sword, meaning the gun, man, with his military might, man. So we can't fight Esau when it comes to combat with these guns, man. The only way we can fight Esau is through the spirit, man. And that's a threat, man, these scriptures, man. Because what we coming out speaking is about the downfall of this place, man. How the Lord Yahweh Shah, who the word English called Jesus Christ, how he's going to be the one that's going to bring down this place, man, and take down the enemy, which are you so-called white people and the rest of you heathen nations, man. We can't do nothing on our own, man. We got to depend and wait on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Because the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah said that vengeance belongs to him, man. That's right. They belong to the Most High and his son, man. They the one that's going to come down and help Israel, man. Starting off with the elect, man. To the other, Israelites, the 2/3, the wicked ones that's outside of the truth, they're going to get caught up into the judgment or into the wrath Esau plans, man. These agendas that he's pushing out, man. And Esau has set up an agenda ever since he first got over here. And ever since he got over here and took the lands from the Native Americans, the Latinos, and ever since he brought the Negroes over here to the shores of America, and the Jamaicans and the Haitians, over to the different islands over here in the Western Hemisphere, man. Esau always had the agenda and plans to destroy us as a nation, man. This ain't nothing new, man. They always had plans on the book like Agenda 21, the King Alfred plan. You got all how they have all these meetings, these Bloomberg meetings, man. All these summits, and all of it is them gathering up, to find different ways and strategies to keep the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans down, man. But they don't understand now to the point that the Lord is raising the elect back up, man. And that's what they're afraid of, man. So they just throwing, all type of agendas out there now. Mainly this main one, the newest one this the black identity extremists, man. You know, but like I say, man, but we not out there, you know, marching up and down the street with guns, telling, you know, saying that we're gonna kill policemen or doing any type of terrorist acts, you know, trying to do blowing up buildings or, you know, any type of, you know, how they label us as being terrorists. Only thing we doing is preaching the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and preaching that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to bring down this place, man. That's and right. That he's going to be the one that's going to set up American destruction through this World War III by thermonuclear fire by the hands of these other nations, man. You know, that all we preaching is the downfall of this place, man. You know, even though the time going to come where we is going to get physical, but the Lord going to bless this man with spiritual power, man. We ain't going to have no guns and no tanks, you know, or no fighter jets, man. The Lord going to give us that spiritual power from on high, man. You know, the fight against our enemies, man. But we're going to go ahead and get into the scriptures that, you know, that you see, you know, let you Israelites know how this whole thing about how Esau, the Edomites, especially these elites, and this government has always got plans and strategy and agendas to bring the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American down, man. The Israelites, man.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10, verse 4. The wicked, through the pride of his constance, will not seek after Yahweh, but power is not in all his thoughts.
So the wicked meaning the Edomites, man. The top chief of the wicked, you Edomites, man. Starting off with your elites on down to the average so-called white people, man. All the nation Edom, man. Because they ain't going to seek after the Lord, man. If they was seeking after the Lord, first of all, they wouldn't put the Lord chosen people in slavery, man.
That's right.
They wouldn't come up with different strategies and agendas to destroy us, man. You know, they wouldn't have that hatred against us if they was with the Lord, man. You know, they would have showed us their brotherly love, man. But not so. Why? Because they're the wicked. And the Lord is not dealing with these Edomites, man, when it comes to brotherly love or righteousness, man. That's why Esau is our main enemy, man, because all they know is wickedness. All they know is violence, destruction, deceivingness, you know. God, that's how Yahweh Shem Yahushua set their spirit up, man. So the Lord said that the Edomites, the wicked, is not going to look after him or praise him or think of him, man. They God is so-called Chezre Bo, with Jesus Christ Chezre Borgia, which is that a false image. Because according to the Bible, the Lord Yahushua is a dark-skinned man, a Negro from the tribe of Judah, man. You know, so they don't believe that the Lord is a so-called black man. And if they do believe, man, they, you know, it's best for them to think like that because that's a true image, and that's going to be the power of so-called black man, a Negro. Yahushua is going to come back and bring them down. That's going to be the power, not no Chezre Borgia coming back with all love, man. The Lord coming back to bring division and judgment, especially amongst 2/3 of his people, and especially and definitely to you Edomites, man, and all the rest of you heathens. Continue on.
This is the book of Psalm chapter 10, verse 5. His ways are always grievous. The judgment are far above out of his sight.
So the judgment meaning the understanding of these scriptures, the law, statute, commandments. You know, they out of Esau's sight, man. They don't keep the law, statute, commandments or Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, because they're not thinking about the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They're against the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and the laws, man, and the people, man. You know, hear the laws, you know, talk about righteousness. They go against the laws, man. They push homosexuality. They push pedophilia, witchcraft, do or die will, you know, idol worship, Satanism. You know, all type of wickedness that the Edomites push, man, starting off from the elites, man. Because they're the head of everything, man. And they the one who's, you know, spread out their philosophies or this wine or they false doctrine amongst the world, especially to catch it 2/3 of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. That's why people are calling themselves Christian, Islam, you know, Egyptology. All these came from the so-called white man pushing them in these days of time, man. You know, he's not pushing Yahweh Shem Yahushua because the Lord is not dealing with these Edomites, man.
Verse 6. So continue on from verse 5. As far as all his enemies, he puffed at them.
So he puffed at it, meaning he proud, man. He puffed at all his enemies, man. who are the so-called white man main enemies are you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. They always looking at us, the degenerates, you know, the low lives, the thugs, the scums of the earth. You know, they look at us like we're nobodies, man.
Right.
Even though you got 2/3, give them a reason for the, you know, to look at our people, you know, down, for the Edomites to look down upon us, but not knowing that the Lord haven't forgotten about the Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. You know, they don't know that the Lord had, you know, they know, but they you know, the curses is on us, man. You know, because they know our history, man. They know how we were once a royalty, you know, in a royalty state. You know, how we come from a royalty bloodline, how we was kings, you know, priests, you know, righteous judgment. But through our rebellious against Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the Lord cursed us and brought us down and put us under the hands of our enemies, man. Mainly you Edomites, man. That's why they puffed it at us, man, and looked down upon us. But they forgot that the Lord is our power, and He had chosen us from the beginning to be the rulers, man, and no other nation.
Right. Like the brother was saying, man, these Edomites are wicked, man. Look how they look at how they had did on Issachar at that time, man. Separate them from their families, you know what I'm saying? Them Edomites did that, man. Them wicked ass Edomites, you know. Jake probably won't even, Jake don't do nothing like that, you know, because if y'all don't know, man, Issachar is part of Jacob, man. He part of the tribe. Salaki, yeah. The water brother. He part of the tribe, man. So and Esau, he see the resemblance in the Negroes, Latino, Native American with Issachar, you know. He see the resemblance there, so they treat them the same as the rest of the nation, the rest of the different nations, you know.
Different Israelites. Because, you know, all us are one nation, man.
That's right.
And the so-called white man, like the brother said, he know that all us the same people because he got the history. He know the history. And he see our characteristics. He see our spirit. He see how all the nations vibe, man. So that was one of the main reasons why he separate us, man. That's why he got the so-called Negro man fighting against the so-called Latino man. Even though those are, you know, the curses that the Lord say that were going to happen, that our eyes shall be evil toward our brother. But who helped push the curse, man? Edomites, man.
That's right.
Yeah, you know, the Lord had mainly set y'all up to endure or not endure, where enforce the curses on us, man. You know, like I said, look how they did it. Israelites, the so-called Mexicans, you know, splitting them up, throwing them in concentration camps.
Right.
When they crossed the border from Mexico to America, to show you the hypocrisy, because the Mexicans, this is once was their land, man.
That's right.
And the Edomites, these so-called white people, you know, especially Donald Trump, they calling them immigrants, you know, aliens, that they, you know, they not supposed to be over here on this land. But this was their land from the beginning, man. You know, so they have every right to this land, man.
That's right.
But through you devils, once again, through your agenda and got your strategies, you always got something set up, you know, to keep Issachar from coming over here, man. And even if they do come over here, this is gonna be a place of judgment for those wicked Israelites. I mean, the wicked Israelites that's gonna come over here, man.
That's right.
And some of them that gonna come over here, some of them are gonna be part of the elect, but majority of them that's gonna come over here to the shores of America, they're gonna be destroyed, man, cause they wicked and they went against Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and the Lord's gonna judge them for that, man. You know, right along with you Edomites, man. That's also gonna be destroyed, man, cause the Lord is only looking for the elect, man. So you're gonna have Israelites these Mexicans that's gonna come over to the border, only for them to get chipped and be destroyed, man. And you're gonna have the elect of them that's gonna the Lord's gonna protect and deliver them in that day, man.
God.
Continue on.
This is verse 6. The book of Psalms, chapter 10, verse 6. He had said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in his adversity.
Yeah, so the Edomites, man, especially the elites, man, when they knew what order they think is gonna progress and last forever and ever, man. They think they're gonna rule forever, man. You know, but the Lord say the Lord is gonna disappoint them, man.
That's right.
He said he said that they never gonna be moved, man. But the Lord is gonna move them, man. He's gonna move them right out of rulership, man.
That's right.
You know, when Yahweh shall return.
God. And that word, once again, the word heart means mind. So he already had his mind made up for the get-go that he said, like the brother said, that he won't be moved. Verse 7. No, Salaki.
Verse 7.
Yeah, verse 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue, his mischief and vanity.
Kind of, you know, that how the so-called white man is, man. So his mouth full of cursing and deceit, man. Not cursing like harsh language, man. Cursing talking about like putting up, you know, basically sending up prayers to Satan, doing all type of witchcraft and rituals,
right.
man. You know, cursing, you know, trying to curse the nation of Israel. You know, even though the Lord already cursed the nation of Israel, man, for their rebellious, man. But the Lord is about to lift those curses, man. You know, they say that his mouth is full of deceit. You know, how he got this land? By deceiving the Native Americans and the Latinos, the Native Americans and the Latino tribes, man. You know, to the point that he lied to them when he was saying that he was coming with peace, you know, and with love, and turn around and destroy them, man. You know, murdered them and took this land from them, man. You know, his mouth always been full of deceit, man, lying, man. He always said that he was going to free the so-called Negroes from slavery, you know, which we are still slaves to this day, man. Not physically to the point that we got chains around us, man. You know, hardcore bondage like how once it was, you know, 300 years ago. You know, but now it's more of a mental state, man. You know, we changed by these, you know, different payments, these bills. You know, gotta work basically just to survive, man. You know, you gotta eat. You know, go to the store. You gotta buy the clothes from the store, man. You know, we don't have our own land. You gotta pay taxes. You know, so we still slaves under the so-called white man until Yahweh shall return and get us out of this state, man. You know, we're not slaves spiritually because the Lord has woken the elect up back to the mindset of knowing that we're Israelites, man. And that will make us free, man, knowing the truth, man. You know, but physically we still here on the shores of America as slaves under the so-called white man, the Edomites, man. Belong to the elites until Yahweh shot and turn the tables, man.
Turn. Verse 8. He sitteth and lurking. He sits in the lurking places of the village. In the secret place do he murder the innocent.
In a valley, a lurking place, meaning, you know, he lurking, you know, in these valleys, meaning valley mean low condition, man. And that's why our people in, man. That's why you see our people, you know, mainly in the projects, the ghettos. You don't consider that he's lurking in the valley, man. You know, he set up drugs, set up different gangs, set up all type of guns, all type of wickedness. He pushed upon our people, especially the ones that's in the projects and the ghettos, man, in the so-called hoods, man, the slums, man. You know, that way the scripture say that and he's in his secret places do he murder the innocent, man, because the elites are the main ones, man. You know, you don't see the elites out and about, man. They ain't secret, meaning, you know, they behind the scenes doing all this wickedness, man. And they do it through, you know, the smaller how you call it, luminaries, man. The ones who up under them, the ones that really help them push their agendas, and mainly the American government, man. Right. They the one who help forward the elites' agenda, man, to keep our people oppressed in the state that they in this low conditioning, man. Continue.
It says, in the secret place do he murder the innocent. His eyes are prevailed, set against the poor.
It says his eyes are privately set against the poor, man. Meaning the elites, man. You know, they ain't privately do they meetings, you know, they councils, and they come up with different strategies, like, you know, I've been saying from the beginning, you know, that they come up with different agendas to keep the Israelites down, man. Mainly the poor, man. The poor so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans.
Yeah.
Even these top high-paid, you know, actors and, you know, elites, athletes, you know, of our people like LeBron James, you know, different, you know, Denzel Washington, you know, these rappers like Lil Wayne and, you know, Drake, all these big-time celebrities, you know, they even got them in their agenda. Because what they do, man, they set them up basically to be idols to our people, man. 'Cause our people look up to these celebrities, man, not knowing that these celebrities are leading them into their destruction, man.
That's right. Verse 9. He lied and waited secretly as a lion in his den. He lied and waited to catch the poor. He do catch the poor when drawing him into his net.
The net represents his system, man.
God.
He lie in wait because he know Jake don't have nothing, man. We got to go to him for jobs. You know, we got to pay our bills to the government, man, our taxes. You know, let alone if you got to owe the government for like child support. You know, all type of different other situations that you got to owe the government, the IRS, even though that's a fraud, man. You know, and all this wickedness that the system got geared up against our people, man, to have our people depend on them, man. You know, instead of our people coming back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, majority of them want to depend on the system, man. He definitely gonna have that net or that system or that trap for him when he push out this RFID chip, man, this mark of the beast. Because he's gonna come out and condition our people and to make it seem that it's an easy thing or easy way of living, man. Not knowing, you know, that once our people, you know, even though they should know by now, because the prophets out there telling you that the RFID chip, the mark of the beast, you know, which is the mark of the beast, not to take it, man. Because those that take it is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire in this up-and-coming World War III when Yahweh shall have America destroyed, man, by thermonuclear missiles, man.
That's right. Verse 10. He crouched it and humbled himself. The poor may fall by his strong ones. By his strong ones.
That's how Esau do, man. He was like that snake, man. You know, he's slick, man. That serpent, man. Going back to slickness, man. You know, and it's, you know, like I say, he'll humble himself, make it seem like, you know, he'll give you a good deal, he'll reason with you. And in the long run, man, he done broke you out of everything, man. He done got you out your, you know, you poor that you can't pay your bills. He done fraud you out your bills, you know, your house, you know, your food. Next thing you know, you broke, man. That's how Esau rolled, man. That his MO from day one, man. Especially when he came over here to the, like I say, to the Americans, you know, amongst the northern kingdom, man. How he did the tribe, you know, Gad and Reuben and Issachar. He came in that humble way, but at the end of it, man, it was hatred in his heart, man. It was war in his mind, man. And that's what happened, man. He took the lands from the Native Americans and the Mexicans, the Seminole Indians, you know, the whole northern kingdom, man. He took all the Americans, the so-called Americans, from the Latinos and the Native Americans, man. That's it on that. We get on Psalms 83. Psalms 83 and 1.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 1. Keep not thy silence, O Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua. Hold not thy place, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power.
And that's what the elect is saying, man. We asking the Lord not to keep still, man. Hold not his peace when it come to, you know, the Edomites, man.
Right.
These heathens, man. Because we want our enemies to fall before us, man.
That's right.
Just like how Yahweh Bashim Yahushua promised us that he's going to take them down, man. And that's what we want, man. We don't want to be joined hand in hand with these heathens, man. Where the whole time, ever since the beginning, ever since, you know, we was here on the earth, you know, ever since Israel came into existence, man, we always had enemies, and they always had ways of trying to seek ways to bring us down, man. You know, so how much more in this time, man, where they got us on the bottom and they want to keep us down, man. You know, you being an Israelite, coming to the fact that you know that you're an Israelite, man, one of the things you're supposed to be praying to the Lord for is to bring down the enemies, man. Because they're not going to get right, man. They wasn't set up to be our brothers, man. They were always set up from the beginning to be our enemies, man.
That's
so we're supposed to be praying to the Lord to bring our enemies down, man. Especially the Edomites, man.
Verse 2. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lift up the head. Sloppy. All right, yeah. Verse 3. They had taken crafty counsel against thy people. They consulted against thy and hidden ones.
So they take crafty counsel, meaning they came up together with all type of different strategies, agendas, against the hidden ones. Who are the hidden ones, man? The so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Right.
The reason why we are the hidden ones, because our people, majority of our people didn't know that we was the Israelites, man. Our nationality was hidden for us for a certain moment or a certain time until the Lord set up the men of the Lord, the prophets, to wake up the nation of Israel, man, to wake up the elect, man.
That's right. Verse 4. For they have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation.
That's what they done, man. They cut us off from being a nation, man. That's why, for a point of time, you didn't know who we were. We was calling ourselves blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, Afro-American, Afrocentric, all type of false identities that wasn't of us, man. Because our true nationality is the Hebrew Israelites, man, according to the Bible, man, and prophecy and history, man.
Continue on. It says that the nation of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Well, that what happened at a point of time, man. We was in that state, a Gentile state of mind, meaning the word Gentile meaning foreigner, strange, man. Because those the Gentiles that the Lord talking about that said that's going to be saved, the Israelite foreigners, man. Those that didn't know they were Israelites, but they came back into the mind frame, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, that they found out that they were Israelites and not false identities or different other heathen customs, man.
Now, verse 5. For they had consulted together with one consent. They are
Confederate.
Yeah. They are confederate against thee.
And so they come up against us, man. And all of them came together in one consent, meaning one mind frame, with the same strategy and the one plan. All these nations came up together to keep us from knowing that we're Israelite and to keep us on the bottom, man. And here's the list of the nations that came up against the nation of Israel, man. That's coming against us and gathering together to try to keep us down for being a nation, man. The tabernacles.
The tabernacles of Edom.
Edom, the main one, man, the number one. The first one, Edom, which are you so-called white people, man. All you Edomites, man, from the so-called whites here in America, Europe, Russia, Australia, Israel, Africa, wherever you so-called white people at, man, y'all Edomites, man. If your bloodline go back to Edom, man.
That brother said you are enemies, right? Because he mentioned you first. He mentioned the so-called white nation first. You Edom. That's how much hatred he have towards y'all, man. He mentioned y'all first. And that says the Ishmaelites,
which are the Arabs, they also come together also with the so-called white man to keep us down, man. Because the Arabs will also use the Arab will always use so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans enemies, man.
It's Moab,
which are the Chinese,
the Hagar,
Hagarines,
the Hagarines,
which are African nation, Hamitic nation,
the Philistines.
Yeah, skip. Gabal.
Okay, I'll skip over that. Gabal, and Ammon.
Which are the Japanese.
And
Amalek.
And Amalek.
Which are the chief house of Edom, man. These so-called Jews, man. The fake Jews, man. That's over there in Israel, and the ones that run America and Europe today, man. The elites, man. The elites, the so-called Illuminati, they are from the tribe of Amalek, man. Which are the chief sons of Edom, man. The top tribe of the Edomites, man.
And Philippines.
Yeah.
And the Philistines,
which are the Hamitic nation, Hamites, Africans,
with the habitation,
Tariq, which is also Hamites and also Ishmaelites that's over there in the area where the Philistines once was, and where the Tariq, the land of Tariq also was at the day, man, because the land of Tyre are filled with Hamites and Ishmaelites.
Verse 8, Asher,
which are the Assyrians,
also is joined with them. They have hoping the children of Lot.
And the children of Lot are you so-called Chinese and Japanese, man. Moab and Ammon. So basically the point is that all these heathen nations came together, man, to consider together to keep the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans down, man. That's why they always have these UN meetings, the Blimmerberg meetings, man, because all of them come together to keep the strategy, keep the agenda going, to keep you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans down, and trying to find different ways to destroy us, man, to eradicate us off the earth, man. But little they know, man, the Lord is against them, man. The Lord is not with them, to keep us down forever, man. He's with the nation of Israel, man. And the Lord is going to show his power and show his power that he's with the nation of Israel, man. That he's against you heathens, man. Especially you Edomites, man. That's it on that. We get Psalm 64. Read verse 1 to 5.
Right, like the brother was saying, man, all you heathens play a part in, had a hand in
our downfall.
Yeah, of our downfall, like the brother was saying, man. So therefore, man, all you heathens will be destroyed, man. Because you took part into it, even though the Most High had a plan like that, but you took part of it to me. And plus y'all heathens, y'all outside. Y'all the outsiders, Y'all the real outsiders, you know what I'm saying? Not the nation of Israel. Y'all the real outsiders, man. You said verse chapter 64?
Yeah, 1 through 5.
This is a book of Psalms chapter 64, verse 1. And it reads, hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy.
So there will be asking the Lord, man, to preserve our life from the fear of the enemy, man. That's why we're not afraid of you Edomites, man.
That's
right. With your agendas and with your plans to trying to come in amongst the men of the Lord, man. Because we trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. We trust that the Lord is going to protect us, man. And on top of that, the Lord said when the enemy come in as a flood, he's going to lift up a standard against him, man. The Lord will give his men spiritual power. He's going to have the angels protect his men.
That's right.
All type of miracles and wonderful things that the Lord is going to do to show his power through his men against you heathens, man. Mainly you Edomites, man. When you come in as a flood, man. When you come down and trying to rile up the men of the Lord, man. He's going to let you get these false Israelite camps. Or these, these radicals, these so-called black militant, radicals protesters out here. Cause why? Because they are not of the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The Lord is gonna protect the ones that's in the spirit and those that were basically his elect, man.
Verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of the iniquity.
So the Lord, you telling him to protect us, man, basically from the wicked, man. When these devils roll in on us, man. When these devils trying to come against the men of the Lord, man. When they're gonna be coming up and trying to gather the men of the Lord and throw them in concentration camps. Because some of us gonna get thrown into the concentration camp, but we're gonna have to have our faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua that he deliver us from that, or we're gonna just be a martyr, man. We're gonna have to just, die for the truth, man. Die for Yahweh Shah, man.
Right.
But those that die in Yahweh Shah, it's gonna be part of the first fruits or the elect that's gonna be risen once Yahweh Shah come back and return to gather the rest of the elect, man.
That's right. Verse 3. Who whelp their tongues like a sword, and bend their bows to build them bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Verse 4. They that may shoot in secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him, and fear not.
So when they come up, the perfect represent the elect, man. So us believing on Yahweh Shah, that's what make us perfect, man. in the spirit, man, not in this flesh. Because we're not going to be justified by the laws or by this flesh, man. With this flesh leads to sin, man. We're going to be justified, by having the faith in Yahweh Shah, man. But he said that when they shoot at the perfect, meaning when they come after the elect, the Lord's going to basically have his men back, man. That's what I said, he fear not, man.
Con. Verse 5. They courage themselves in evil matter. They communed a lion snare privately. They said, who shall see them?
That's how they think, man. They say they encourage themselves in an evil matter, meaning, in they councils, they put up come up with these different strategies and agendas. All of it's an evil matter because all of it go back to how they can try to destroy the nation of Israel, man.
That's right.
And it'll say they commune or laying snares privately, meaning they behind the scenes, man, doing these things, man. Come up with different ways and agendas to keep the Negro, Latino, Native Americans for being basically for stopping them from knowing who they are, trying to get rid of the truth. Basically, the whole thing is trying to get rid of the word, man. Trying to get rid of these prophecies, because the prophecies are that America's going to fall, man. And the so-called white man, the Edomites, Yahweh Shah going to come back and bring them down, man. They can't do nothing, man. One thing they can do is get ready for it, man. No matter how much they trying to come up against the men of the Lord, trying to stop the truth is already out. And it's already written, man. It's already been foretold ever since the beginning that at the end days that the Lord is going to bring the so-called white man down, man. That his kingdom is not going to rule forever. And the chosen ones, the Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, are not going to be on the bottom forever. But their kingdom is going to come through the Messiah, Yahweh Shah, man. And that they're going to rule forever. And you devils, you Edomites, and the rest of you heathens, going to be under them, or under us as the slaves, man. And they say, who shall see them? So they basically, man, they don't think that the Lord see them for all the wickedness that they doing, man. All these different schemes and agendas, these plans, these councils that they having, trying to destroy us as a nation, man.
Right.
They don't think that the Lord, see them, man. But he's going to disappoint them, man, when they trying to fulfill their new world order, man. He's going to cast their pride down, man. That's it on that. We get Job 10. We read 5 through 11.
This is the book of Job, chapter 10, verse 5. Are thy days of men? Are thou days as days of men?
Read it again. What are you on? Job chapter 18. Salah.
18?
Yeah. 5 through 11.
This is the book of Job, chapter 18, verse 5. Ye, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the sparkle of his fire shall not shine.
So, the scripture clearly saying that Job said that the light of the wicked shall be put out, meaning the understanding, all this technology, all this so-called wisdom that these elites got, the Lord is going to put it out, man. He's going to take it from them, man. Once Yahweh shall come back, and he's doing it now, man. By setting up the prophets, man. We'll be exposing them, man. From the apostles, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and the brothers on down, man.
Right.
And we're exposing these devils, man, for all their wickedness, and we're telling them that Yahweh Shah is going to come back and bring great judgment against them, man. So the Lord is putting their light out, man. They're losing their power, man.
Verse 6, it says, the light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him.
Meaning all his understanding, all that witchcraft that he practiced, all his rituals, all the wickedness, all his unrighteous decrees, man, all these, unrighteous laws, that he got set up against mainly the Israelites, The Lord is going to put it out, man. All his plans, all his agendas, you know, to keep the nation of Israel down. The Lord is going to disappoint him, man, and take all that knowledge from the left hand side that he controlled by. You know, he's going to take it from him, man. And the Lord is going to set up righteousness, man, which are the Israelites.
Verse 7. The step of his strength shall be strained, and his own counsel shall cast him down.
Counsel, all this that the so-called white man doing, all this wickedness that he's doing, he thinking it's for his prosperity. He's thinking it for his good, not knowing that all of it is basically leading to his own downfall, man.
That's right.
But the Lord do not dwell with wickedness, man. You know, this new world order that he got planned is going to fail, man. You know, because the Lord is not with you Edomites, man. You so-called white people. Definitely you elites, man. You know, the Lord going to show you, man. You know, that the Lord is going to take you out of rulership, man. Once Yahweh shall return, man.
Right, it said it right here. Verse 8. When he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walked upon a snare.
So basically, man, your own system going to bring you down, man.
That's right.
Your own nuclear weapons, because the so-called white man are the creator of these weapons, man, especially these nuclear missiles, man. And the Lord going to basically set him up, you know, to create these missiles so he can destroy himself, man. Because the Russia, which is in the book Ezekiel, say that Magog and God, which are the modern day Russians, they are also Edomites, man. You know, and they're gonna shoot missiles on America, man.
That's
and
right.
America is run by who? Edomites, man. So basically, man, it's a war of Edomites against each other, man. For the, you know, show you how greedy he is, man. But you would think all nations, they're the same nation, the same people. That they should, you know, all of them should come together and dominate over the rest of the nations. But here they got friction and factions amongst their own tribe, man. You got the Russian want to be the, you know, the top leader, man. You got, you know, Europe want to be the top leader, America, and all that end up but leading to chaos, man. Even amongst their own tribe, man. Edom, man. The Lord will basically use the Edomites to fight against other Edomites, and they're gonna destroy themselves, man, in this World War III.
Verse 9. The jinn shall take him by the heel, and a robber shall prevail against him.
And the jinn also represent a trap, man. So basically, the Lord saying how this the Edomites, the elite system, they set up their own system basically to be their own downfall, man. Because their system is not ruled by righteousness, man. It's not Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And anything that's not Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, eventually is going to fail, man.
That's right. Verse 10. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. So I'm gonna read that over. This is the book of Job, chapter 18, verse 10. The snare is laid for him in the ground, a trap for him in the way. Verse 11. Terrors shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet.
Okay, is that what you're seeing, man? The terrorists, man. One of the new so-called terrorists now, black identity extremists, man. You know, that's one of the terrorists, man. Because you seeing Jake, Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans rising up, man. Mainly the men of the Lord, man. They're out there prophesying the downfall of the place and telling them their judgment that the Lord Yahweh and the Son Yahweh Shah is about to bring upon them, man. So they terrified, man. And also they got other nations, you know, the elites and the Edomites, Americans over here. They got other nations, you know, that's about to come up against them, man, during this war. You know, like the Chinese, you know, the Arabs, you know, the Persians, which are the East Indians, the ones over there in Iraq and Iran, you know. They coming up against the Edomites, man. So they got terror from all over the place, man. You got Jake standing up against them, and you got the heathens standing up against the Edomites, man. And like I say, even amongst themselves, you got the Edomites going against each other, man. Especially amongst they all of them aiming at the Edomites over there in Europe and America, man. The beast and the whore, man. So now they're terrified, man. Because the Lord is about to bring that judgment upon America and these elites, man.
Continue.
That's it. Because that's what's about to take place, man. The Edomites are going down, man. You know, and nothing you can't do about it, man. Because Yahweh Shai is with it, man. He with bringing you wicked, Edomites down, man. Because look what have y'all produced, man. Nothing but death, man. You know, nothing but, illness. You know, y'all destroying the planet, man. All type of plague, diseases, man. You know, y'all ain't doing nothing but making war. You know, destroying the land, man. Doing everything on righteousness, man. You know, so the Lord gonna have to take y'all out of power, man. He's gonna set up the righteous people, which are the Israelites, starting off with the elect, man. And this earth is gonna be rejuvenated through the rulership of Yahweh Shai and the nation of Israel, man.
That's right.
You get Revelation. You get Psalm 17 and 13.
This the book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 13. And it reads, Arise, O Lord Yahweh Bashim Shah. Disappointed him. Cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
So the Lord set up the so-called white man, the Edomites, you know, the wicked, to be his sword, man. Mean that the Lord set the Edomites up to bring destruction, man. You know, the Lord gave him that portion, man. So why? Basically, you know, to punish us, you know, the nation of Israel. But at the end of it, man, the Lord also set up the Edomites to show his power, man. You know, to disappoint them, like the scriptures say, disappoint them. And the Lord gonna disappoint them, disappoint the Edomites, the elites, and all these so-called white people. The Lord gonna disappoint them by bringing their kingdom down, man. By showing them that He's not with them, man. You know, that He's a power to be reckoned with, man. But because the Edomites, they don't believe that Yahweh Shai coming back. You know, they got to a certain extent, they do believe, because they're gonna fight against the Lord when the Lord come back with the angels, the chariots, which the world call UFOs. But on top of that, man, they think they're going to defeat the Lord, man. Not knowing that the Lord is undefeatable, man.
That's
and the
right.
Lord is going to disappoint them when He come back and destroy their military, man.
That's
and their
right.
whole kingdom, man. Their empire. And it said, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. And they will be asking the Lord to do now, man. And when it comes to all this, these agendas, and this propaganda that they got against the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, especially the like I say, the prophets, man, the men of the Lord. We pray that the Lord, that He deliver us from the wicked, man. You know, disappoint them, man. You know, when He come in and roll in on the brothers, man, that the Lord is gonna send them backwards, man. Once the Lord, raises men up, man. When the Lord lift up that standard, man. And we truly believe that, man. We truly believe that the Lord is going to give this man, give us spiritual power, man. Once these devils come in and get physical, man. You know, because the time now is just talking. And, the Lord, because before the Lord do action, man, He speaks it first, man. He gives the warning, man. You know, and so now you're clearly seeing that the Lord about to move into action mode. Why? Because you're seeing these devils, they moving into action mode, man. They want to get physical. So the Lord is going to get physical, man. But He's going to do it in a spiritual way, man. By spiritual power, man. You get on Revelation 13 and 9.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 9. And it reads, If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that lead into captivity shall go into captivity.
So the Lord said that any man that have an ear, meaning understanding, man, whoever understand these scriptures, which is the elect, man, and we pray that we be part of that hopeful number, man. On the 144,000 and the 1/3, man.
That's right.
And they say, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So you Edomites and the rest, you so-called white people, you Edomites, and the rest of you heathen nation led the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans into captivity. So the Lord said they're going to go into captivity, man. And the ones that's going to put y'all in captivity are the ones you have in captivity today, which are the Israelites, man.
That's
the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
That's right. It says, he that killed us with the sword must be killed with the sword.
And sword represent destruction, man. And them in all type of ways, especially the Edomites, destroy us with the sword, man. Destroy us with all type of destruction, man. You know, bringing war against us with a physical sword or the gun. You know, different biological warfare with all type of diseases and stuff, man. So the Lord said that he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. So the Lord gonna raise up his people, raise up the nation of Israel, starting off with the elect, with that power, man, to give vengeance unto his men against these heathens, man.
Continue on, and it says, here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
And the saints, man, the patience and the faith of the saints, meaning the elect, starting off with the elect.
That's right.
You know, that's what we waiting for, man.
That's right.
You know, praying, like I said, we part of that number, man. We looking for the Lord to raise us up and give us revenge against our enemies, man. But we're not going to do it by the force or by the carnal weapons like the gun, the tanks. You know, we're going to do it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But that's our weapon, man. The holy scriptures and the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. That's what we're looking for, man, to defend us, man. Not no carnal weapons, man. As you see these knucklehead, so-called, so-called blacks and Latinos and Native Americans that's out here protesting with guns and stuff, man. That's going to fail, man, because that's not us, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is about spiritual power, man. Not by no guns or no tanks or no fighter jets or no exoskeleton suit. And that's what these elites have, man. These martial law troops, man. They have all this advanced high-tech weaponry, man, that our people don't have, man. That's why they let you Negro, Latino, Native Americans that thinking carnal, you know, these radicals, and they got these guns, these militant groups. Now they look down upon y'all, man, because they know what they got, and they know what you got, man. Because the weapons that, you know, our people have, they get them from the so-called white man, man.
That's right.
And all the weapons that these Negroes got now, they got now end up but hand-me-downs from these elites, man. They got advanced stuff that can wipe these people out, man. These protesters and these militant groups out, man. That's what we're gonna need Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to be with us, man.
That's
to fight
right.
against their weaponries, man, through that spiritual power. And that's what we're waiting for, man. That's what it say. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints, man. Cause we're looking for Yahushua. We're waiting for Yahushua patiently, man, to raise us up, man. And bring these devils down, man.
That's right. That's right.
We get one more scripture. We get Revelation 19 and 11. But that's what's about to happen, man. The Lord is exposing these devils. They're running out of time, so they're getting tacky with all type of, all type of agendas and tricks. You know, just trying to slander the men of the Lord. You know, call us terrorists. You know, you even got, niggas out here calling us hate groups, scoffers and scorners calling us, the black KKK. But we ain't doing nothing, especially the men of the Lord. We're not going out there terrorizing the people, man. Only thing we doing is speaking the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua on the highways and byways, man. And that's what getting these people cut up, man. Spiritually, by the word, man. Not physically, but by the word. But real soon, man, it is going to get physical, man. But we in a point of time that we just speaking, man. We ain't gonna do nothing, man. The Lord's gonna do all the work, man. The Lord is the one who's gonna give this man that power that come against you devils, man. Not of our own will, man.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 11. And it reads, I saw a heaven open, and behold, a white horse.
That white horse represents pure power, man. And that pure power is them chariots, man.
That's right.
When Yahushua return, man.
And he that sat upon him was called faithful and true. And in the righteousness he do judge and make war.
So that was the Lord, see, simply right there, man. The Lord saying, the scripture saying righteousness, he judge and make war, man. So Yahushua coming back with judging righteousness, and he's coming back to make war, man. You know how the people in the church talking about, you know, Jesus Christ. We already established that the name of the Lord is not Jesus. And we already established that his color is that he's not a so-called white man, that he's a so-called black man, a Negro man.
Right.
You know, and we already established saying that he's coming back with war, man, not with all love, man. He's coming back to bring death upon these people, man. And nobody can stop him, because the supreme being, Yahweh, gonna give him that green light to do it, man.
Verse 12, his eyes was that flame of fire, and his head were many, and on his head were many crowns.
And his eyes were talking about all the frustration and anger, man. He coming back with that fearness, man. You know, to bring upon these nations, man. And they say that on his head was many crowns, representing he's going to take down all these empires, man. Mainly the Edomites, man.
That's right.
You know, he's going to take down all these nations, and he's going to be the king over all nations, man. With his elect, with the nation of Israel, joint heirs, man.
And he had a name written that no man knew, but he himself.
And that represents, you know, the name Yahweh Shah, because nobody really know the name of the Lord Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, man. They always go back to God or Jesus Christ, man. But only the elect want to have that name, man. You know? Yeah.
Verse 13. Verse 13. He was clothed with a vetch dripped in blood, and his name is called the word of the Yahweh.
The word of power. So basically, the Lord gonna come back, you know, bringing judgment, man. And he's coming back through the word of power, which represent Yahweh, man. Because Yahweh gave the word to Yahweh Shah, man. And Yahweh Shah is the word, man. He's the one that controls everything, because Yahweh gave him the power, man, to create everything and to be over everything, man. You know, to do his will.
Verse 14. And the armies which are in heaven follow him upon the white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean.
The armies that follow him are talking about the angels, man. They're also going to come in the chariots too, man, which are the world called UFOs.
Verse 15. And out of his mouth go a sharp sword, then with him that with it he should smite the nation.
And they're talking that short sword, talking about them laser beams, man, coming out of them so-called UFOs, man, the chariots, man. They say he shall smite the nations. But once the Lord come back with their host of angels, man, with the armies of the angels, they're going to come back and fight against these heathen nations' armies, man. They military, he's going to smite them, man. Meaning he's going to destroy them, man, bring them down.
It says he shall rule them with the rod of iron.
Meaning that he's going to overtake them, man. He's going to take these nations down, that he's going to rule over, man. He's going to set up the nation of Israel, starting off with the elect, also to be joint heirs to rule over them too, man.
It says, and he shall
tread it
with the wine press, with the wine press, the Ferguson, and the wrapper Almighty power.
So the Lord, like I said, Yahweh Shah gonna come in the power of Yahweh, man, and bring down these nations, man, and deliver the nation of Israel, man, starting with the elect, man. You know, because now the elect is gonna get out of the judgment of America, and wherever when the Lord come back to bring the judgment upon the whole world, man, he's gonna deliver them out of this judgment by the ways of the so-called UFO, the chariots, by beaming them up, man. And we're gonna see the Lord willing, be part of that number. And we're gonna see the Lord destroy this place, man. You know, and we're gonna see America be burned up by those nuclear missiles, man. You know, so brothers, man, you know, keep fighting, keep pushing. You know, we see that Esau trying to roll hard on the Israelites, man. You know, but we trust in Yahweh Shah that he's gonna lift up that standard, man. We trust in the Lord that he's gonna back these devils up, man, once they come in on the men of the Lord. You know, like I said, of course, you know you're gonna have martyrs, but it's nothing better to die for this truth, man, than just to give up and you're gonna die anyway, man.
That's right.
You know, so you got to trust in the Lord, man, and look for the Lord for our protection, man. Because these devils, man, they losing, man. Because Yahweh Shah is with us, man, and we got to have that spirit and that faith that he's going to be with us until the end, man, and forever, man, to the end of this kingdom and to the next one, man. You know, that's going to rule forever, which is our kingdom, man, the kingdom of Israel, man. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So, you know, the brothers out there that's in the faith, man, keep pushing, and praying that this video be edified. Till the next time, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rekar, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. And salutations to the Akia that's on the highways and byways in the ministry through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.
Shalom.